All right, so we're back out here with the Palmetto State Armory PA-65 6.5 Creedmoor. I shot this gun on another video. Didn't group anywhere near as good as my PA-10. The one chamber 308 shot beautifully. This gun didn't group as good. So we're back out at the range. I tightened the barrel nut a little bit. It wasn't really loose, but I was able to get a little bit tighter. Adjusted the gas block. Hopefully that takes care of any malfunction issues, which it probably will. When I shot this gun the first time, I forgot that it had an adjustable gas block because I've never had an AR that had one, so I kind of forgot about that. That's my bad on that one. I've adjusted it, so I don't think we'll have any problems. Gonna go ahead and shoot 5 rounds first with this American Gunner 140 grain bolt tail hollow point. We'll go down there, check the group, come back, and then shoot the next type of ammunition. We got a total of 5 different types of ammunition that we're gonna shoot and see how good the gun groups. We're just gonna be shooting off the old range bag today. Now, I will say this real quick. Somebody left a comment and said shooting off the lead sled was a bad thing. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if I'm going to group any better not shooting off the range bag. I know I have shot quite a few rifles off a lead sled and had no problems. But we'll see. Let's give it a shot. All right, next up we got the Precision Hunter 143 grain ELD-x bullet. Let's give it a shot. All right, 143 grain ELD-x Hornady Precision Hunter, 100 yards off the old range bag. Let's see what we got. So that's probably about an inch right there, those 3 shots. I got 2 over here off to the right. Could have been me, maybe not, I don't know. I don't know. The gun seems like it has some potential. Again, I don't know if it's me shanking them or what. Let's go with the Hornady Superformance on the next one, the 129 grain SST. Let's shoot those bullets next, and then after that we will shoot the Federal bullet. All right, next up we got the Superformance 129 grain SST bullet. All right, here we go. Hornady SST. Not horrible. This one was probably definitely me. I probably shanked the hell out of that one. But the other 4 shots, that's probably more than an inch, but that's pretty close. That might be an 1.25 inches. It's pretty close. That one was probably me, that little guy right there. Don't worry about that little guy. So we'll shoot the Federal next and see what we got. Just keep going. 2 more types of ammunition, and then we'll conclude this video. All right, so next up we got the Federal Premium 130 grain hybrid open tip match. Let's give it a shot. That one looks pretty good. Let's go check her out. All right, so that looks pretty good through the scope. Let's see what it looked like downrange. This is the Federal Berger 130 grain match rounds. Woo, that looks nice. 5 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think those are definitely within an inch. That's a good group. Real good group. Last thing we have to shoot is the Hornady 129 grain interlock bullet. It's the American Whitetail Classic, kind of the inexpensive hunting rounds. We'll shoot 5 shots with that, and then we'll kind of summarize this whole test. There's some things you don't know that I gotta tell you. All right, last up is the Hornady American Whitetail Classic 129 grain interlock bullet. Good bullet for hunting. Shot a doe with it last year. No big deal. Not with this particular rifle, just that particular bullet. Anyway, let's get on it. 5 shots. All right, that was our last type of ammunition to shoot. I could tell that gun doesn't like that ammunition very much. So we got 5 shots. We got 1, 2, 3, 1 in the sticker, 5. So that's maybe 2.5 inch group. Doesn't like the Hornady Whitetail interlock very much. 140 grain bolt tail hollow point, a lot better. Still over an inch, but better. Hornady ELD-x bullet. 3 good shots, 2 here. Don't know if that was me or the accuracy of the gun. The 129 grain SST, that one probably definitely was me shanking it. These 4 look pretty good, pretty close to an inch. And that Federal Berger 130 grain match bullet is nice. That's definitely within an inch, I'd say. So there's something about this video that I didn't tell you, and let me tell you that right now. All right, so here's what you don't know. I did this test twice. Same thing, 5 shots of each type of ammunition at 100 yards, but the first time I did it, I shot it off a lead sled. The next time I did it, I just shot it off the range bag. And I did it that way because somebody made a comment on my last video and said, oh, get rid of the lead sled. You're not shooting good because you're shooting off the lead sled. Well, I had a hard time believing that because I've shot too many other rifles off the lead sled and had really good results. But I'm not stubborn, I'm not hard-headed, I'm open to learning things. So I thought I'd give it a shot, shoot off the old range bag and see how I did. And what I do, let me show you, I have the target that I just shot off of the range bag, and I also have the target that I shot off the lead sled. So check that out. Got both targets. And what I'm gonna do, I kind of got an idea of which one's better. I'm gonna wait till I get home though. I'm gonna measure all the groups with a caliper so you can see which one is which was better, off the lead sled or not off the lead sled. Ultimately, right now, looking at the gun, I think there's some serious potential. A couple of these types of ammunition it didn't really seem to like. A couple of them it did, and it's either MOA or pretty close to it. I don't know that I would bother sending it back. Some people said call Palmetto State, send it back. Some guys were even saying they sent stuff back, and when Palmetto returned it to them, it shot a lot better than what it did. Just looking at this right now, though, I don't think I'm going to do that. It's pretty close. I mean, it's pretty close. Some of these groups are not bad, and all I'm using it for is a deer hunting rifle anyway. I hardly ever shoot past 100 yards, so I don't think I'm going to send it back. But then again, who knows? Maybe I'll give them a call and see what they say. Targets. I took the caliper and I measured all these groups. This is the lead sled. This is the range bag. I added up everything. I did an average and I figured out the difference. So let me just show you the individual groups first. Off of the lead sled here, Hornady American Gunner ammunition was 1.93. The Whitetail bullet was 2.98. The Superformance was 2.91, and I also wrote 2.12 because there was one round here that I know I shanked. We're going to go with a bigger number, but I think I shanked one on there, so that was me for sure. The ELD-x bullet was 1.43, and the gold, the Berger bullet was 2.26. Coming over here to the range bag, when we shot the rifle off the range bag, the interlock bullet was 1.91. Hornady boat tail hollow point American Gunner was 1.93. The ELD-x bullet was 1.85. The SST bullet was 3.23, but this little guy right here, I know I shanked him. I felt that one when I pulled the trigger. And if you don't take into account this round, that would have actually been a 1.21 inch group. And the last one and the best one is the Federal Berger gold medal match 130 grain bullet, which was .74. Now I added up the totals, and my totals, and not that this means anything in a scientific way, but just for the hell of it to kind of analyze it somewhat. Me shooting off the range bag, my total groups here, total inches with the groups was 9.66. With the lead sled, it was 11.51, which gives you a difference of 185. So shooting a little bit better off of the range bag as opposed to the lead sled. On the lead sled, the average was 2.3. That was the average group size out of all these different types of ammunition. And shooting off the range bag, the average group size was 1.93. I think you got to take into account human error on some of this stuff. But like I said in some other videos, the 308 rifle, I had a really super tight group with that. I got other videos on YouTube with other rifles that I've shot. I've had amazingly tight groups. So although I definitely will take the blame for some human error, the gun still shoots a little bit. It's not quite MOA, at least not for me. And you see I got 5 different types of ammunition here to give it a test. It's not quite MOA. I mean, we got it with the Federal Gold, the Berger stuff, about 3/4 of an inch group. The gun really seemed to like that ammunition. So it's capable of doing that type of accuracy, but I don't think it's going to do that type of accuracy with every bullet that you put through it. Some guns aren't finicky. Everything you put through them, they shoot great. Other guns, like certain bullets, better than others. I'm using this primarily for a deer hunting rifle. That's it. And I don't think I can shoot past 100 yards on the place that I hunt because it's such a thick area. I think you'd be good out to about 200 yards with this gun. I don't know about too much farther than that if I don't want to take a shot with it, because I think your groups are going to start opening up at those longer ranges. But I mean, if you're just looking for an inexpensive deer rifle, you want an AR-10, I think it's fine. I mean, realistically, every bullet here would be good enough for that purpose. Now, if you're looking to get into some kind of fancy competition, or you want to shoot 1,000 yards or something, then that's not gonna it's probably not gonna be the gun for you. All right, we got one more shooting demonstration with this rifle. On the first video, there was a little bit of Froglube paste on the bolt. A lot of people were commenting that's what they thought was causing the malfunction. When we're out to range right now, do a little demonstration to either prove or disprove that. Let's go do that right now. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the bolt out of this gun. I'm gonna cover it with Froglube paste like I'm making a birthday cake. I'm just gonna slather it on there a ridiculous amount, more than you would ever really wanna put. Put the bolt back in the gun, and I have 10 rounds here. We're gonna shoot 10 rounds and see if we have any type of malfunctions. That's going to be the test. I'm not going to waste any more ammunition than 10 rounds. But again, it's going to be extreme. I'm going to absolutely cover this bolt, like I said, like I'm making a birthday cake. Put it in the gun, put the ammo in there, and shoot 10 rounds and see if we have any type of malfunctions or not. Once I start that process, there's not going to be any editing to this video. No cuts. I'm just going to do the whole thing as is, so nobody can say I tried to edit the results or anything like that. You're going to see exactly what happens as I do it. Alright, so here it is. I'm just caking this Froglube all over this thing. Way more than you would ever do in real life. Just to kind of prove the point that it's not the Froglube. Gun was just gas block needed to be adjusted. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Like I said, look at that. Just way more Froglube. Alright, you can see I caked it. Ridiculous amount on there, right? I'm gonna put it in the gun, shoot 10 shots, see if it malfunctions. And bear with me, it's kind of cold out here. I can barely feel my freaking hands. All right, here we go. Make sure we get this on video. 10 shots. Five more. No malfunction. Wasn't the Froglube. Gun just has an adjustable gas block that just needed to be adjusted. Gun works fine now. But the Froglube, that had nothing to do with it. I gotta break this stuff down and get to work. I'm already running late.